Hey everybody, welcome to Bonus Stuff. We just got done reviewing the best years of our lives over on our House 6 channel, where we review the best pictures. They won Best Picture in 1946, so go check it out. Thomas wasn't here last time, but last time we were subjected.
Dying.
He was dying, and he's about to die again. So we were subjected to what might be the most evil video on YouTube, and we only got halfway through, so we got to get through the other half. So
Hey.
it was evil.
It's your fault, Thomas.
It wanted our personal information. And here we go. Okay, let's move you guys over here.
Oh, fudge. I don't know what I would do.
So we left at 50. So let's continue on with this horrible torture.
What did you guys say, by the way?
We didn't say anything.
Yeah,
We were so disgusted. We just left.
Well, with the ones with the comment stuff, I don't think we ever really answered because it's like F off, you dumb YouTube video. Stupid Sonic ripoff.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 or Fortnite? Which game would
Modern
you be a
Warfare
pro at?
Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
Easy.
Easy.
One is fun, the other isn't.
I did play Fortnite with Johnny and Ari, though.
Did
That
you?
was fun. Yeah.
I do
Well,
it every
you
so
could be a
often for
pro
them,
at
and it's
it.
just like
Johnny
Why this game?
gifted me with a Paul Atreides skin. I was like, "Aw, thank you."
how much money they've spent not on themselves, on everyone else trying to
I
get them
know.
to play with them. I'm
But-
like, you guys.
I said I'd play with them more just because I need to.
I've never said
Like
that to
when he
them.
posted, it's like when he posted Tokyo Ghoul and Dead by Daylight. I was like, dang, that may be. But then I thought about Dead by Daylight. I was like,
Yeah, it's like God no. It's like I was gonna turn to a Johnny Ari rant of just games they play. I'm like, what? Dead by Daylight to Fortnite. It's like, please, let's play Stardew Valley. Let's play.
I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley.
Dude, I've been craving that recently. I've been down for it,
You should come to my farm.
and it's all crossplay now. All cross
Oh,
all
really?
systems.
Awesome.
Yeah, it wasn't until like
Oh
last
shoot! Let's get this commune together.
year.
I've been playing Farming in Space, so I had to have the sci-fi.
The future boy.
All right. So no one wants to be a Fortnite pro.
No.
You want to make a lot of money.
No, we wouldn't. There's too many kids out there. They're too good.
That's true.
Oh God.
Clean water in Africa or the first person to play The Witcher 4?
Clean water in Africa,
Clean water.
you idiots.
Clean water.
Monsters? Who you insulted by the question?
stupid headshot.
We're not that evil, dude. We're not.
Thomas
like
is like,
How recent is this
No,
video? They have The
no,
Witcher 4 on
no.
here.
you're the only fan I know, so I don't.
How
I mean,
recent is this video?
I mean, I love the Witcher, but I'm not going to give. I'm not going to let Mobutu go like without like water.
I think they make these every week, so
Oh,
it's
that's
probably
upsetting.
pretty new.
We're just contributing to the disaster.
You should probably play this at like more than what the regular speed
Yeah,
is.
it should be
Joseph.
like-
Jared,
It's like 2x.
Jared, what if you ask Boogie this question?
But you're 40. But that's not. He hates charity and like goodwill.
What? How do you
this hedgehog.
Sacrifice the world to save yourself.
How would that work? The world would be dead.
Yeah, you have nothing. You just, I hate this thing. I hate him.
Joseph, yeah, look, thank God it's faster now.
Would you rather live with aliens or live with zombies?
Aliens.
There's a possibility of life.
Yes.
Or
That's true.
Of them being nice.
But it's like, I feel like it's saying live with the aliens from Aliens.
Yeah.
Oh, the xenomorphs. It's still.
What would you
There's so-
rather fight?
it'd
I'd
be
rather-
fast.
I'd
It'd be
rather-
fast death.
I'd rather live with
Yeah,
zombies because then you
true.
can have some fun.
But zombies will chew on you for a little while, and
You just gotta have like a cyanide tooth or something, just in case.
Also, why don't you mute the music?
You don't like the jams?
No.
Or his voice.
$10 for a good act or $100 for a bad act. What
What does that
depends.
mean?
What does that even mean?
What does that mean?
your
Oh,
price?
what?
It depends on the bad act. It's like
You get $100
yeah, it
if you do
depends on the
something
act.
bad. Okay.
Call someone a
What's
poopy?
Well, it looks like this kid is giving raspberries to this little girl.
Make fun of
so
that poor girl.
I'll do $10 for a good
Well, like,
act. That's
I
a
would
meal.
say I would say like I would do $10 for like a good act is like that doesn't mean anything. I do that for free, but you'd have to like I'd have to like hey I want to know what I'm doing here, like for the bad act.
What if it's just like give a kid a wedgie or
What
something
if it's
like that?
what if it's like way more money? It's like $1 million, and you don't get to know the act until he says.
I'd probably do it. It's $1 million, and in this economy, I could really use it right now.
That's probably a really bad act, though.
Tell you what, if it was like $1 million just to like wedgie a kid, I'd give him 20 grand.
Like, here you go, kid. You'll thank me later.
Right.
Would you rather drop your phone or drop your wallet?
Oh look, I dropped my phone.
I'll drop either. My phone. I've never, knock on wood, ever broken a smartphone. I drop it
Okay,
all the
so-
bloody time.
We're gambling on our phones because we all have.
Yeah.
cases.
I just dropped mine, like literally.
Okay,
like,
what if you had no case?
no case? I'd probably still drop it.
Dude, my little flip
I
phone.
feel like my back is
tough
broken
as
already, isn't it?
nails, dude.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
That's-
Alex's.
I mean, do you get the wallet right back up, or is it just lost forever?
Yeah, I feel like he's lost it. So I'd definitely rather drop my phone.
Destroy a species?
Keep going. There's more fun ahead. Which one would you choose?
I mean, okay, mosquitoes.
What is that second? option?
Mosquitoes don't bite
Discover
me
a new
though.
one.
Discover a new species,
I'd love
or
to discover.
Look
a
how
new
cute that little
species.
guy is. I discovered
Yeah,
Yeah,
him.
because then
all-
you get to name it after yourself.
If you destroy mosquitoes, then all the bats go hungry.
Yeah. Good old bats.
And the bats eat spiders, and the spiders need to die.
The
Maybe find
spiders
one
are
of the
cool,
spiders.
man.
Do
Yeah,
bats
no,
eat
no,
spiders?
Spiders.
No, they're not.
Destroy all spiders? We need spiders that eat bugs.
Do you want to be blind or dumb more?
Blind or death.
What? Dumb.
I think.
Yeah, it's another word for
Oh,
think-
they
yeah.
mean, I thought they just meant like less intelligent. Why would they say be dumb? Probably not be able to hear because
Yeah, deaf. I could still read.
that's more. Yeah, you can do more for yourself. I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, Daredevil gets around, right?
He has
He's not normal.
superpowers.
Stuck in quicksand or stuck in a narrow cave?
Ugh.
Quicksand.
Yeah, quicksand.
It's like the same thing.
Quicksand though, because you at least have the guy up there. Narrow
Well,
cave, no
quicksand,
man, I'd be
You
freaking out.
can get out of it as long as you don't panic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go real slow.
Narrow cave? No, I'd panic
No,
instantly.
I'd be freaking out, man.
I can't.
Nope.
Okay, we're all pretty much agreement on that. Go, little dude, go.
What do you choose? Survive an earthquake or survive a tsunami?
Earthquake.
Say that? Earthquake?
Either way,
Earthquake?
I'm surviving. I
It's
guess.
an earthquake. I feel like I'd be
what would
less
cooler to
wet.
survive?
Not cooler. Like I'd rather
Less-
survive an earthquake because like a tsunami, man. Like that.
Yeah, it gets everything wet.
No, it doesn't. Or yes, it does, but it also destroys things.
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather do the earthquake.
Yeah,
Earthquake, you got fires and stuff.
yeah, but that's only if you're like in like with a lot of power lines and stuff. Like here, like in Lubbock's, like oh no, we had an earthquake.
That's
Okay.
true, but look at this is a city. It's got to be in a city.
Oh,
Yeah, like that
I'm in
one
a city.
freaking, what was it? Bangkok or whatever it was?
Bangkok.
That was
yeah.
nuts.
yeah. Not bad.
So we're going with earthquake, just so we won't be wet.
Mhm.
We won't be soggy.
It's like it's already going to be
Also, you
bad.
survived. It's
and
not
just-
like you died. Have to survive L1.
Yeah, you survived both of them.
Yeah.
Never watch Netflix again or never watch YouTube again.
Never watched
Netflix.
Instantly, dude.
Instant.
Dude, I'd be so happy if I could get rid
I
of
don't watch a
Netflix.
lot of YouTube. I'd probably pick YouTube.
You can basically go to college on YouTube. You can't go to college on Netflix.
Although this hedgehog is making me think. No,
That's true.
no, I don't even watch Netflix when I have it.
I just use it for whenever we review something.
Yeah, the YouTube is too useful for like if you need like, how do I fix this? YouTube.
Yeah.
Sell your house or sell your pet. Which one would break your
Okay.
heart?
Oh,
I don't
hold
have
on,
a
hold on.
house.
Michael's the only one that can answer this.
Yes.
I'd rather sell my house, duh.
Really?
Yes, I don't sell my dogs. We'll go move somewhere else.
What if it's a nice family?
I bought my house before everything went crazy. I'd probably make money, honestly.
Oh, that's true.
That's true.
Be like, I can buy a better house.
What if it's a nice family they're going to?
Which one's your worst nightmare? Spend 5 years in prison or spend 5 years in a coma?
Coma.
Prison.
Yeah, 'cause-
Prison. To you, the coma is instant. Or
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
You said
I'd
which
rather
is your
spend
worst
5 years in a-
nightmare?
oh,
Prisons would be worse
Sure.
than a coma.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. When you describe it like that. Okay.
When you say it like that, thanks. You're just like, oh, boop, that was a cool
do
dream.
you think you feel refreshed after that 5 years? You're like, dude, I don't even get to sleep anymore.
No,
You
you
know what?
might feel awful.
I'd be
Yeah,
like, well,
probably.
no, I need another 5 minutes.
Be
Be
so
allergic to your pet. Would be allergic to your
News on the
favorite
coma.
food.
Favorite food, duh.
Pat.
Pet.
They're around you all the time. You don't have your food all the time, your favorite food all the time.
Yeah,
Just
but
on
I can't live without
occasion.
peanut butter.
Like pizza? I don't want to go without pizza ever again.
You can have pizza. It's just gonna be really, really
I'm still
sneezy.
I'm still gonna live and love my animal. I want food.
Also, you can take medication for your pet.
You take medication for your food.
Yeah, true.
Sure. This is stupid.
It's just-
Well, I guess those gluten guys couldn't do that, could they?
they actually do have
Michael's
gluten
one of
pills.
those.
Not anymore. Not anymore. That's temporary.
Only eat burgers or only eat tacos.
Burgers.
Tacos.
Tacos, Jared.
Tacos.
Taco.
It's a white hedgehog.
Quesadillas.
Eat only burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, burgers are so
Easy answer. They're so perfect.
Yeah.
Wonderful little fools. of
Thomas,
them.
are you going to be the contrarian?
Well, I think I'm going with tacos.
But they both
Mexican
have
food
cheese
has
on them.
all that and other dishes.
True. You get an enchilada, it's basically the same, or a burrito. I don't know, I just think burgers are just
You can only
harder
pick
to
one.
get sick of.
I don't think I've ever been sick of burgers in my whole life.
Even if it's a good one.
Let's find that out.
I could eat burgers
back.
forever.
Raw fish or raw egg? Yikes.
Oh, sorry.
Which one's more of a challenge to eat?
More of
raw
a challenge,
egg.
right? Yeah.
I mean, we do raw fish all the time if you eat sushi. So
Dude, I still can't. I love eggs and I still can't get over that. Like,
the raw.
yeah.
Fill your house with slime or fill your house with Orbeez?
What the heck is an Orby?
Orbeez, I guess.
Yeah, much less. I mean, be a pain in the butt to clean
Little-
up, but
Plastic toys, right?
Yeah. Orbeez, because Mr. Beast is in there.
Yeah, slime is gonna get everywhere. You're gonna have to replace stuff.
Might be fun.
The slime?
No, the Orbeez.
Oh,
Be bitten by a snake or eat a live spider? Oh,
we're missing
Bit
Thomas
by
for
a
this one.
snake,
that one's
eat a
rough.
live spider. I'd rather be bit by a snake. Is it poison?
What?
How big is the spider? Is that
Let's
big?
say. I know that's true. If it's a little spider,
I'm not eating that
it's
thing.
Wow, you get bit by a snake.
I'd rather, yeah, I mean, I don't like either scenario. But I'd take a snake over eating that thing.
Yeah.
I guess I'll eat a spider. I'll take one for the team.
No, that's horrendous.
I don't want to get bit.
Oh, both sound terrifying.
Ugh.
Oh, what the
There
hell?
you go. Thomas, what are you doing?
Shut up. Move on.
That's up to the hedgehog.
Be the last person on Earth or be trapped in a room with 100 people.
Last person on Earth.
I can read my books finally.
Last person
Yeah.
there. Go wherever you want.
Who was the philosopher that said hell is other people?
Me, last Thursday.
That's true. You can't even choose the people. So
Which superpower would you have? Flash's speed or Hulk's strength?
Speed.
Yeah, speed.
Oh, no. I
I don't
want
need to
Hulk
be big
strength.
and green.
you can do some messed up stuff with speed powers.
Taster stuff.
Time.
I could have a burger like that.
But then you
Run
have
and get
to
burgers.
eat a
Tesla,
lot of burgers.
Cybertruck, or Lamborghini?
Lambo.
Cybertruck.
Cybertruck.
Lamborghinis, I'll sell it and buy Cybertrucks.
Honestly, that's a
or
better
whatever, or
choice.
Shit,
whatever I want. It's like worth way
I don't
more.
really want a Cybertruck.
Well, I don't want a Lambo either, but I'd rather have the Cybertruck.
I would like to experience like a
Yeah,
electric
going
car.
in a Lambo, drive it once and sell it.
Especially that one. That thing's worth a ton.
Would you rather be chased by a clown
Yeah,
or be
Jared.
chased by a killer?
What is it? Oh, Chased by the Clown? Or
All right, Jared.
That's the same thing.
Is the clown a killer though? It's
Yeah, is it a killer?
All
clown?
clowns are killers.
Okay.
You trust clowns?
I will trust the
You know how
clown.
slow Jason is?
I don't like being chased. I'm one of those people where I get like, ee.
Who chases you?
Oh, the dude!
So, what are you choosing, Jared? The killer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially if it's Jason.
You just gotta outlast him.
Which one would you choose for a wild look?
Why are
Have
you
candy
laughing?
teeth or have spaghetti hair?
Candy
Ew.
teeth? But
Yeah.
they kind of work the same as I don't know.
I know. Do they work?
I don't want spaghetti hair. Yeah, I'm gonna go with
Yeah,
candy teeth.
Get your pillow all greasy. It'd be weird.
I don't go.
Thomas, you have
No, I have no opinion on this one.
No opinion on.
Is the spaghetti sauce?
Yeah, look at
Doesn't
it.
look like
She's
it.
Looks
dipping it in
like
the
it.
sauce.
She's
She,
dipping it in there.
wait, can you eat your own hair? I didn't think about that.
Yeah, you
It
could if
probably-
you
that
want
now.
to.
It grows. She's just dipping her hair in there and eating it. That's hot.
That's
Wear wet socks all day or step in a puddle with socks on?
The puddle.
Step
The
in the puddle.
puddle.
'cause I
In the
can
puddle
take
with
them
socks.
off.
Yeah, I can work. I can
Idiot.
take them off. Yeah.
Oh,
What kind of question is
This
that?
freaking headshot.
Music kind of works better fast.
Both are really risky. You
The
can only
desert.
choose one.
Desert.
one. You can only choose one.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
desert.
Ocean.
Surviving in the ocean would be terrible.
It would be frightening.
That'd be
Yeah,
that'd be
I'm-
another panic moment of I'm gonna die at any second. Something's gonna eat me.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna bite
The
me.
desert's gonna suck, but it can be done. I
Yeah.
feel like.
Yeah, you just find yourself a little cactus.
Would you rather always be hungry
I
or
always
always
am.
be thirsty?
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Always be hungry.
Yeah, hungry.
Yeah, I
thirsty
already
sucks,
am.
man.
Yeah, being thirsty sucks.
Like quenching hunger is something, but quenching thirst, there's nothing like that, man. Stupid little hedgehog.
In his cart. He's probably going to be on Mario Kart World.
And that cow.
Keep going. What do you choose?
Whisper.
Yeah, whisper, duh.
Yeah.
Really?
Shouting's
I don't need to
exhausting.
scream.
Yeah, RFK does it all the time.
His is
But
more
then
like
people
a
can't
rasp.
understand you.
Would you want to be shouting things all the time?
That
can you
would
imagine,
annoy
like,
people a lot, but at
Can
least
you
they
imagine being at
hear
dinner?
you.
What are you doing?
How's the souffle?
Sir, you're gonna have to leave.
Delete your Facebook account or
I don't
delete your
have one.
I've
TikTok
already
account.
done that.
I don't have either. We win.
What would you rather do? I'd rather delete the TikTok.
The
Yeah.
Facebook. There's some TikToks that are fun, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have
It's not-
either.
It's not worth the spyware.
Turn anything to gold or have the genie lamp. Interesting choice.
The genie lamp.
Yeah, the genie lamp.
Yeah,
You can
probably
turn
Genie.
anything into
Do
gold and then
more?
more.
Yeah, you have 2 more wishes
Yeah.
after that, man. Outfunked you, stupid hedgehog.
You can never outthink him.
Get bitten by a dog or fall into a wasp nest. Ouch.
Ew.
Dog.
I've been bitten
Dog.
by a dog.
Yeah, I'll be like a dog any day of the week.
Yeah, dog doesn't last
Jesus.
as long. Boss would hurt for a while.
Wasps are so
That would be
nasty. Look at
misery,
those
dude.
things, man.
Yeah,
Bugs.
wasps are freaky. I don't like wasps.
Look at that
I think
bad
they're
bug
cool.
aesthetic
I
for
think they're really
villains.
cool, but
They're cool, but they're evil.
they would kill you, dude.
Ugh, so nasty. Ugh.
Jared's always too high.
I'd probably always be cold.
Yeah, I would love to always be cold.
No, I hate being cold.
Well, you have your answer then.
We got it.
More
Yeah, that
fun
one
choices
is hard.
coming up. What's your choice?
Michael,
These have
what's
been
your
fun.
choice? Probably cold because hot hurts your head.
But cold is cold.
There's only so much
Yeah.
you can take off, Joseph.
I feel like you adapt
true.
more to cold than heat.
I
Get
don't
stuck in
adapt
an
at all.
elevator
to
or
cold.
get stuck in a coffin. What's your pick?
Elevator, you
An
fools.
elevator, duh.
I have been stuck in an elevator before.
Well, I've been stuck in a coffin.
I don't know who reacts like that to being stuck in an elevator, but
Well, claustrophobic people.
It's not that.
Never eat Kit Kat again or never eat donuts again.
I hate Kit Kat.
I don't like
Dirty
either of
Kit
them.
Kats.
I don't.
I love what?
I can't. I don't know. I rather go without donuts, I guess.
What you want?
Really? What is so a Kit Kat, man? Huh?
Yeah, chocolate wafer. It's like a candy bar. It's good enough.
Sucks, dude. What a waste
Yeah,
of
but
chocolate.
Kit Kats have got to be the least flavorful candy bar on this planet.
What?
Thank you.
That's what we need a candy bar ranking. That's what we need.
Heck yeah.
Didn't we do that already?
No, we did.
Cookies.
Yeah,
Donuts are good, but they're really bad.
A cake donut?
good but really
Plain
bad.
cake donut? Oh my lord.
Get down to the home stretch here.
Would you rather have a doll like Annabelle or have a friend like Megan?
I don't know,
Megan.
Jared. You're gonna have to answer
I
that.
like Megan.
I haven't
Megan's
seen
awesome.
either of
She's
those.
awesome until you like cross her.
Oh,
Which-
don't cross her then.
Just don't cross her.
Yeah, she's
What
awesome.
does she do?
Eventually,
It's a great bow tie.
She
the
just
mom
like,
gets upset because she's spending way too much time with the kid, and then she tries to deactivate Megan, and then she
Dang.
retaliates.
Dang,
Cook like a
retaliation.
gourmet chef or sing like Beyonce?
cook like a chef, man.
Yeah, I don't want to sing all the single
Is
ladies.
it specifically Beyonce or just like the level? of-
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can sing
level.
at the
It'd be
level
weird
that-
to Beyonce to come out of my my voice.
I'd like to be able to sing.
Yeah, if you can sing that well, I'd take that. But like, yeah, but I don't want to sing like Beyonce.
I can always order food.
I'm still going with chef.
Oh,
I
they're
think that's a good skill.
But if Beyonce's coming out of my mouth, like her voice,
Yeah, that would sound weird, wouldn't it?
Be turned into a werewolf or be turned into a vampire?
Vampire,
really?
of
Not even
course.
close.
Yeah, they're stronger.
One werewolf looks so painful. Every month doing
Yeah.
that. Good lord, get out of here.
But
Make it
then
to be
you-
sexy.
You go back to the whole always be thirsty conundrum because they're always thirsty.
Not always.
True.
It also depends which movie movie werewolf are we going with here?
Werewolves are kind of cool.
They're very
They are
cool.
cool. But in like
I don't
old
wanna
like
be one.
vampire stories, they could do that too.
True. You could do both. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't want to be a vampire.
I think
I
I
just
think
don't
it'd be
wanna be a
more
pirate.
believable. I think it would be more believable if I was a werewolf because I'd be like, I'm a vampire. I'd be like, no, you're not.
What are you talking about?
You?
Walk into the sun and glow.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't want to be like American werewolf in Paris because that looks painful.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it depends on the werewolf. Because if we're talking like underworld werewolf, I'm
Real
down.
fast, Joseph.
Awesome.
If we're talking like very base vampires can't turn into a werewolf, just like what normal people think of vampires and just like what normal people think of werewolves, probably the werewolf.
What about Twilight?
No. Werewolf. Well, no, those suck too. Because
I wouldn't want to be a. I wouldn't want to be a werewolf there or a vampire there. That like
Yeah,
it
that's
all
true.
sucks.
You don't want to glisten?
That's the one time I want to be a human.
Yeah, right.
The humans are actually better. Kind of did this.
Ooh, sewer.
With sewer.
That'd be fun.
Make it like a
Explore
Ninja
around.
Turtle.
Yeah, you see how far it goes?
It's poo gas.
Who gas?
It smells.
I want to do the house.
24 hours in the sewer, though? That's a long
That's a long
time.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
But a night in the
And
house
it's
would be
food
like
gas.
12 hours.
Be on a sinking ship or be on an airplane that's crashing.
Oh,
Airplane.
Oh,
Airplane.
I
really?
think the boat.
No, you drown and get stuck in little
You don't have to
compartments.
drown. You can. What if you?
You're dead. You're
What?
dying.
Yeah, you can't.
At
Dude,
least
falling out of an airplane would freak me out. I would hate.
But at
that.
least it's just like, whoa, you hit the ground.
No, you kind of go.
You just jump, get out of the falling airplane, then you'll hit the ground and be done.
Yeah, I don't know. This one's hard.
This is hard. I think airplane would be faster. Because then you have the drowning aspect. You gotta sink and drown.
Boat sinking stuff, that stuff freaks
think
me
I
out,
can-
man.
Survive a boat.
You think so?
I think so. If someone's like, I feel like we're sinking a little, I dash to the deck and just.
Those are so
I'm out.
big, man. And then it just like they just make that vacuum that just sucks you down and go, oh, goodbye.
Plane, you're dead, but at least it's fast.
Yeah, boat's terrifying, man.
Pick one.
Pick one.
Pick one. Oh, the last. Boom, boom.
Would you rather be smarter or be more attractive?
Smarter or more attractive? I
I feel like you can make more money being smart.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, the smarter you are, though, the more likelihood it is you're going to be sadder. Most smart people are
You
sad.
think?
I want
Ignorance is bliss.
to be dumb and attractive. That sounds nice to me.
You want to be a bimbo.
Let me be a bimbo and just glide through life, not
Michael
thinking about
is
nothing, man.
changing my mind right now.
Just let me have a good time. I'm not here to solve the world's problems or discover
That's
space
That's
rules.
very true.
Guys, we're guys. We get more attractive as we age.
Look
think
at
that's
Einstein.
happening.
I don't think that happened to him.
He
Poor
was
guy.
uglier.
Oh.
Michael has converted me, dude. I am.
You're
Gonna
gonna
be
be
attractive.
attractive.
Take the attractive route, man. It's a better life.
Smarter.
No
you have
more smarts.
responsibilities.
No more school. Everyone just
Invisibility or flight? Which one would be your
fool.
Invisibility.
What?
Really?
I don't like sights.
True.
You'll be fine. You'll be in control.
Yeah.
Get
then-
used to it.
Is it like Spider-Man where you just like inherit the?
Yeah,
just-
you're all good.
Nah, it's probably freaky the first time.
You could go
and then you
anywhere,
get
man.
used to
You
it.
don't have to fly.
You can
don't have
ease
to fly
into
that
it.
high. You don't have to fly that high.
You can
I
probably
don't
ease
know,
into it.
man. It's like still far. You'd be slower than a plane, right?
If you're,
That's true.
we're looking at Superman here. I doubt he's slower than a plane. Bro's fast sick.
It
That's
just says flight, though.
That's what the Not So Serious podcast said. He's like, what if you're going like 5 miles an hour in the air?
yeah.
Did
It
anyone
would
watch?
take forever to get anywhere.
Did anyone watch the premiere of My Hero Vengeance or Vigilantes?
Oh, is that already out?
Oh no.
Yeah, it came out today.
Dude, I want to watch that.
That what you
they
said
talk about it?
what you said ties into what one of the guys' powers is. It made me laugh.
Dream power.
I want to be invisibility because I can make myself.
Fly.
No, I can make myself indispensable to the U.S. government. Like they would
That's
pay me
true.
a lot of money to do
And if
things.
you want to be a bad guy, you can just steal whatever you want.
You got joyful
But if you're
bimbo
flying,
Michael flying around. And
but if you're flying, it's just like the government's like, we have jets that go way faster than you do.
Shoot it down.
Yeah.
Watch Titanic on repeat or watch it on repeat.
It.
I feel
All
like
right, Michael, which one?
the idea of watch Titanic on repeat, the way he said it. I would actually take Titanic because it's longer.
Yeah, I
So
think so too.
You're not having the same thing so often.
Wait, is it just
Yeah.
one it or it 1 and 2?
I assume just
Just
it.
one.
Just one.
Yeah, it's probably just one. But then
Okay.
you have to listen to Celine Dion on repeat.
You-
Hey, what's wrong with
you don't
that?
think you'd be on the edge of your thing doing this every time it pops up? You'd be so excited for that moment.
I just enjoy horror more, so I'd go.
That's true, you do. You can learn to draw if you watch Titanic.
Yeah.
Eat only spicy food for a year, or eat only bland food for a year.
Spicy.
I love eating spicy.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
delicious.
With the way my internals are working, bland right now.
Bro's gonna be invisible.
That's pretty much
eating
all I
bland
do
food.
anyway right now.
The spice of life.
That bowl of spicy food looks good.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Always be the hero or always be the villain.
What?
What does
Which
that
role
even
would
mean?
you
Just
choose?
be
Why
the
hero?
villain or hero.
How is that a choice?
Why are we gotta be always? What is this nonsense? Dear Lord. Get
Would
out
you
of
rather
here.
be Iron Man or the Joker?
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
The Joker gets beat the crap out of him all the time.
He's got to do his makeup before he leaves. Iron Man just.
You get to hang out with Harley. That's gotta be annoying.
Yeah, that would get annoying fast.
Would you rather fight a bear or fight a lion?
Oh,
Oh,
a
Jesus.
lion.
Lion.
I think a
Lion.
lion.
I think
yeah.
my cat knowledge now. I think I could befriend the lion.
I feel
I'm
like
just talking about like in sheer size, because like
the
a
grizzly,
lion.
you're dead, dude. There's
Yeah,
nothing you
Yeah,
can
you're
do.
dead.
and
But-
it's painful.
I
and-
think that's the thing, though, is like you go for the grizzly because you hope he just takes your head off with a swipe.
I don't think
They
he
don't.
does,
They
though.
don't.
They
They
don't
don't kill.
let them
The
live.
lion's just gonna be licking you, man. That
The
hurt.
lion's
He's gonna
going
be
for the
like,
jugular.
No, the,
It's
the
like a
lion will,
lollipop.
the lion will do this. The
Yeah,
bear will eat
yeah.
you from the balls up. That's how they eat
He
people.
grabs you and like, dude, it's like, oh my god, it's like a
Lions
tank
are
that's
going
alive.
straight for the neck. So
Yeah, they normally like
big OT.
rip your jugular out and like kill
Especially
you.
the males, they're lazy, so they're just gonna-
I'm sorry, a bear like that whole stupid trend of like, would you rather
Oh,
be
yeah,
stuck
be
alone with a
guy
bear or a bear? It's like, oh, I'd be more comfortable with a bear. Like, yeah, okay, cool.
The bear would eat you.
Do you want to live?
What makes me sad is you can't like climb a tree to get away from a bear.
No, they just get
Nope.
you.
You can't swim. you
There's like
can't
no getting
climb,
away
like-
from them. It's stupid.
If
They're
you can
faster
fly,
than
you can.
True. I gotta learn to fly.
Without Wi-Fi forever.
Invisibility, they just smell you down.
Yeah,
Got you.
you're screwed. You and your bland food, Thomas.
Or without electricity forevermore.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
Quite
because you
simple.
guys
We
have
have-
all the other
We have
liquids.
LTE.
We've already gone through this as human beings. Getting down.
Have the
This
time
one
travel
slaps.
power or have
It's
The
one good
time
thing
freeze
about this
power.
video.
Time travel, because you could just
Time
go
travel.
back to where you wanted
Yeah.
to freeze it over and over and over and over and over again.
I would do quick saves all the time. Like, I need to retry that.
This- I feel like freezing would do less damage to the time.
Timeline? Yeah. But what can you do with everything frozen?
Not get hit.
Ooh. Yeah, I think Jared's right. Time travel does more damage to the surroundings. I don't think it freezing helps as much.
You could stop 9/11, Joseph.
Always have a cold or
Or that causes a worse thing to happen.
Yeah, butterfly effect. Always have a cold or always have a cold.
Cold.
Yeah, toothaches
Toothaches
suck.
are
Yeah.
terrible,
Dude,
man.
Toothache.
dude.
Toothaches suck.
That's pain, man. That's just pain.
That old man's
Oh,
face is
baby.
red.
Yeah, he's hurting.
find a snake in your toilet or find a spider in your bed.
Snake in the toilet.
Snake in a toilet.
Easy.
Oh, what?
Easy.
Yeah, I'd rather
It's
find
not
this.
gonna do it unless you're like sitting on top of them. It's not gonna
Yeah, what
suck.
if you're about to sit down?
You
That's
Quite
even better.
Quite simple.
see
You
them.
know, you see them. Yeah.
Spider in a bed happens every night, probably.
No, not in my
Shut
bed.
No.
your whore mouth, Joseph.
Yikes! Both are scary.
Yeah. Also, where's that snake coming from? He's not making it out of the water properly.
That happens in Phoenix a lot.
Yeah.
Thank God we don't live in that hellhole.
So gross.
Which one would you prefer? Only eat raw food or only eat burnt food?
Raw.
Burnt.
I mean, raw, you got a lot of chances of getting sick.
You get
Burnt,
used
you
to
probably
it.
never get sick.
Burnt
Probably
food?
burnt.
Doesn't burnt food like cause cancer?
Yeah, it's like carcinogenic
Or
or whatever.
cancer
true.
agent in burnt food?
Yeah,
That's
but
both suck, dude. I
you
don't want
could
either.
you
of
could
that.
get salmonella poisoning and like die
Yeah.
by pooping to death.
That's a bad death.
It's like a raw steak. You're fine.
It's not just raw steak, Michael. It's just raw food. Any raw food, raw chicken.
You don't have to eat the chicken.
You
You're like,
would
"Oh,
have to become vegetarian because there's no issues of.
Yeah.
raw fish.
Well, yeah, you get sick on veggies too. So, what if you didn't get sick on either? You'd go with raw food, right?
Probably raw then,
Probably
because it
raw.
probably has more flavor.
Yeah. I mean, I'd try raw beef if I wasn't going to get sick.
I'd have to know if the cows were from here or not.
People love tartar or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really good. Is that the last one?
One more.
One more.
Last
more.
round. Mansion on the beach or mansion in the mountains?
Little
Mountains.
mountains. Well, I don't know. I take it back.
Mountains.
I
I
feel
don't
like,
like being cold.
I feel like visiting the mountains is better. I feel like living on the beach is better than visiting the mountain, or like visiting the mountains is better than living in the mountains and living on
Look
the
at
Yeah.
beach.
that. Look at that house.
Living on the beach is better
That
than
would be
visiting the beach
amazing.
It is a beautiful house.
because then you get to go
Yeah.
to the beach
I'm
anytime
not
you
a
want.
Disney princess. I don't want to live on the beach.
But
in a
Michael,
castle.
then you'd have to deal with like beach weather, and beach weather, unless it's like sunny, is miserable.
Well,
Dude, you get
look, that's a
hurricanes. You don't
perfect,
get-
wonderful land over there. It's all happy, so we're good.
You don't get much in the mountains, right? Landslide, maybe.
Those
takes out your
warriors you guys
house.
are so
Rain,
scared of?
snow, and that's about it.
Landslide, volcano,
occasional like ram comes by and you're like, hey,
bears.
Look, they
Might
even have
see
like
man,
steps carved
never
in the
know.
mountain up to that house.
You what?
They have those
Oh.
like it's like Rivendell, like except
Yeah.
advanced.
You want to live in Rivendell?
dude, it's beautiful. Look at
That
that. Look
pool
at that,
is
Michael.
cool.
It is. It's a nicer house than the mansion. The mansion kind of sucks.
You can't
Not
even
my
see
style
inside
at
of
all.
it.
Yeah,
What if it's like super awesome slides in there and everything?
I love the ocean.
You love the
What?
ocean? I've never
That
seen it at
gets
the
old
ocean. I've seen it at
fast.
the ocean.
What?
Oh God, what else are we
Ah.
doing?
We're talking about Mario Kart World.
Oh
So,
my Lanta.
The Nintendo Direct came out, and it was all about the bundle with World. Because if you don't bundle it, then it's a pretty penny to buy. Digital is what, 80? Physical is 90. So that was shocking to a lot of people.
Why is digital that much?
We don't know. Even the physical is kind of digital. It's not like an
Yeah.
actual physical. It's just kind of a key. But they were expecting this with Grand Theft Auto. I don't think anyone was expecting it with Nintendo.
I feel like because Mario Kart is like I bet you're not going to see another Mario Kart for probably 10 years. Like the same
Yeah.
with the last one. They're just be like, this is gonna be this long of things. This
That's
is
true.
what's gonna pay for the next one. Like so I'm like,
Kind of
yeah,
like Smash.
yeah, like Smash will be $80 when it comes out, 100%.
Yeah. I feel just get the console, just get the bundle.
Yeah.
It's worth
Yeah.
it.
It's like 50 $50 game if you get the console or the bundle.
I don't know why you want to get it separate. anything else at Nintendo Direct? They had Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong looks
That looked
pretty
cool.
fun.
Donkey Kong looked delightful. Dustblood looked awesome. Bloodborne multiplayer type game.
Dude, I thought it was gonna be Bloodborne 2. I was
Freaking out. And then Metroid Prime 4 looked a lot better on Switch too. I like the idea of being able to use the mouse. Although I
Yeah.
wonder if you can actually like hook up a Bluetooth mouse to it. That'd be because I feel like it'd be get uncomfortable with the weird Joy-Con. But I guess if you got like a nice, I bet you anything they're gonna make some like covers for mouse mode or whatever that'll help make it more comfortable. But that looked dope. There's so many good things at that Direct. I was very excited.
GameCube.
The GameCube coming to Switch, Nintendo Online. Everyone kept saying NOS, and I'm like, it took me forever to figure out Nintendo Online. I was our online service, whatever the heck it is. Like, what the heck is NOS? No.
Wheels.
Oh,
Wheels.
the cart
Oh.
Rocket League game.
World looked fun though. Mario Kart World. It
Yeah.
looks like a fun game. Tron Ares trailer came out. I actually kind of am excited now. I mean, I know we're not crazy about Tron going into the real world, but everything looks cool and it sounds cool.
The score preview sounded pretty great, not gonna lie. I mean, it didn't show anything, so I think that's wise. But I don't know.
I like Thomas was saying, the score was awesome, but it's reminding me of Pixels, guys. If you remember that movie.
I just get like Uber vibes of like trying to be like a Godzilla movie or something like that. Just like War of the Worlds. I don't know, just felt super generic for the trailer. And I was like, I want Tron. I want the weird world. I want to look at the weird, like what the heck's going on? All this cool stuff. But I don't think that's what we're going to get. And it's going to make me sad. So I got to lower my expectations so I can enjoy it.
Also, are we going to get like a sequel to Legacy, or is this like, I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, it was an effective trailer. I will say that.
Yeah. It did give Pixel vibes when the thing comes out above the city. But yeah, everything I want to like it because I love Tron. I love the first one and the second one, so I want to love the third one. I did not love this. Meryl Streep has been rumored to be given the part of Aslan in Narnia, and it's just like Netflix
They're going to
Narnia.
turn that whole thing upside down.
It's like way to get rid of all your fans at once.
That is so stupid.
It's like, who are you making this for?
These are like some of my absolute favorite books of all time. And like the fact that it's Greta Gerwig doing it too, I'm just like, why? Why her? Like,
and this is Lord of the Rings for a lot of people. It's like you just turn off all your fans just doing this.
Well,
all the ones you were gonna get.
I just don't understand it. I really do not understand the direction that they're wanting to go with this because I'm
I understand if you don't want it to be successful and you want like 200 people to watch it.
Hey man,
all the people who didn't watch the Acolyte. What?
I said Rings of Power. They
apparently are. Another questionable choice is Mary Jane. It had been revealed as the new Venom in the comics. So,
all right,
that's a weird looking Venom.
They try to make Mary Jane a superhero all the time. It never works because Mary Jane is Mary Jane. Speaking of Spider-Man, the new movie's called Brand New Day. So it's kind of reminds you of a storyline that was terrible.
Is that the infamous one?
No, it's the sequel to the infamous one, which was One More Day.
Is that the new one with Tom Holland?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's rumored to be him, the Punisher, and the Hulk.
All right.
That's a weird collection of stuff.
Yeah. And it takes place during Doomsday, so they're not going to be a part of it.
We have our own stuff to do.
Yeah. Spider-Man's got his own stuff to do. Speaking of Rings of Power, this is I forget his name, but he's the former CEO, head of Amazon Studios, and he said, "Just purge Rings of Power. It just needs to be purged from
Jeez.
existence." And
By the time somebody listened to us,
everyone kind of agreed. Okay, so CinemaCon happened. This is some art from Avatar 3, which Michael is hyped for, I guess.
You got
Alright.
flame avatars, wind avatars, guys.
Ash.
It's gonna be so exciting.
Okay.
There's wind ones.
Yeah, they're bringing like airbenders in.
Airbenders. Other stuff that they showed like a Superman. It was like the first part of Superman. A lot of people weren't too impressed by that. And then from the guy I was listening to, the stuff he was hyped about was the F1 movie that's coming out with Brad Pitt. It's like one of the most expensive movies ever, but it's done by the guy who did Top Gun Maverick, and he said that movie looked really cool. And then there was this other movie called The Bride, which is Frankenstein. No, Bride of Frankenstein. It's a movie like that. He said that looked really cool too. And that's all I had. There was another movie too, and I can't remember what it was. Shoot.
Spider-Verse got actually announced.
Did it?
The third one?
When's it coming out?
So next year?
2027, I think.
27? Okay. I couldn't remember. But they actually, it's not
2030?
indefinitely canceled anymore. So it's good.
2099.
Heck yeah.
Hex. Yeah.
I'll be 109 years old.
Whoa.
There was
Happy
a
birthday.
movie I didn't even know it was coming out. Oh, that Project Hail Mary is getting a movie.
I know. I saw that. I was like, that's
Really?
awesome.
Ryan Gosling, yeah, and directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller. So it's a pretty good choice for directors.
What, are they doing that before they do Spider-Man again?
Probably. I
Okay.
don't know.
Rather than work on Spider-Man.
Would you?
Yeah, kind of want to end that story. Like, 'cause
I
it's
don't
been-
care. I don't care if they end it. Nobody 2, they say looks fun. I don't kind of know why you need that, but yeah, that's pretty much all.
Oh, with
right.
Bob
Yeah.
Odenkirk.
Mhm. All right. You watch Daredevil?
I did watch Daredevil.
Okay, so you saw what?
I'm caught
I'm
up.
trying to remember. Okay, you're caught up. So it was after the bank. What the heck happens in that
Bank was a
episode?
bad episode. Next episode was with the Muse where he hunts him down.
Okay.
So he saves that girl that her dad,
Yeah.
the White Tiger's daughter.
That girl, Marvel
yeah.
does this. It annoys me. That girl's supposed to be the next White Tiger, right? She takes on the mantle. She is tiny, and she's not a very likable character. And this is who Marvel chooses to replace White Tiger with. That upset me a bit. And then the next episode was Daredevil and Muse again. The only thing I liked from this episode was the very end, because Vanessa, she's turned pretty much evil, or not evil, but she's just turned totally
Oh, yeah.
against
She
Fisk.
sends that dude after him. That was
Yeah,
cool.
and I really like that part where the guy shoots him, and he's
It's
like,
like,
"Hey,
thank
can you
you."
call Vanessa? Call Vanessa and see if she wants any food."
That was
Bro,
good.
I really like that part. But yeah, any other thoughts on that?
I did like the play of episode, I guess 6, whenever it's basically like, you know, Matt Murdock's going back to Daredevil and Kingpin's being full Kingpin, and he just go and watching the Kingpin fight is just cool. Like him going in and he just, you know what he's gonna do because he's dragging that axe down there and he's like, but it's like giving him a chance. He tosses it in there and he's just so animalistic and enormous. He's just it's like, what the heck? He's terrifying. But I like how they were switching back and forth, showing both of them leading to going back to who they are, their characters and everything like that.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool.
Back in the costumes.
Back at it, throwing those little nunchuck things at people's foreheads.
All right, everyone left. Where were we at in Solo Leveling?
Finished it.
There's
Well, of course you did.
still one more episode for us.
Yeah.
I don't know if Thomas has seen anything.
Did
so
we talk about the one before this
finished
one?
it.
He finished it?
I think he did. That's what he was saying the other day to
or
me.
at least caught up, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Did we talk about the one before this one?
No, because I think I hadn't watched it.
Yeah.
Mm.
So basically, the strike team goes into the nest, and they get to the queen. They like beat up the queen, and then the super ant guy comes and wipes them out pretty brutally.
He's making them mince meat,
Yeah.
pushing them.
It's
It's
kind of weird.
You can't stop them.
Thomas, did you watch any of Solo Leveling?
Yeah, I watched all of it.
Okay, so he's caught up. So yeah, it was a little weird that he totally wipes them out, but then some of them are kind of still alive. I thought that was kind
Yeah, they
of
look like they were dead, and they're like, "No, we're main characters." Because at first I was like, "Oh, they're doing this. They're getting rid of all these
Yeah.
voice actors and everything." And it's like, "Nah, we still here." I was like, "Okay, fine."
That
the
lady got
cameraman gets his-
annihilated.
or not the cameraman. The guy's friend got his head eaten.
Pumped.
Yep.
Mm.
So I did like the very end where, what's his name? Who? What?
Jinwoo.
Jimu. He's like, he's on the building, right? And he's like, exchange.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That was so cool.
They all go and they block him, and they're like, "Where did they come from?" And he got that teleporting power. He's like, "I'm there."
Dude, I
Yeah.
wanted to tell you guys that scene for so long. When I first saw it, I was like, that is the coolest thing, dude.
But- Jared, it's so downplayed by the boring aesthetic of bugs. The whole
Bugs are
time they're
cool.
just fighting bugs, and I'm just like, I can't take this seriously. I want
like
so
bugs.
badly to take their fighting seriously, but it's just, I'm like, I can't do it.
I
They
will
kill
say
me.
the rest of the bugs look pretty boring, but the main bug dude, he looked pretty cool.
He got better when he could talk.
Yeah.
I feel like they brought more character to his like physique and everything, but because I mean you didn't really see him much before, but yeah, he was all right.
Yeah, so we got that fight, right? So he comes with his army, and then he got to fight the main guy, and it was a pretty cool fight, right? There's little lights going around and stuff. Looked like a Tron battle for a while.
I like
And
to
then-
keep hinting at the American guy. It's like, hey, I'm here. It's like, you know.
They had the
that-
classic Dragon Ball Z line. I can't even follow them with my eyes.
And then the ant poisoned him, and he's oh, that's cute. Doesn't really affect him. And then at the end, he does like this move. What was it called? Like mutilation or something like that. He's like, what the heck
max
was
level.
that? Yeah. Yeah, so he's like, what the heck was that? So he kills the ant. He didn't take him for his army. I thought he would, but
Well, that's one thing I liked about the beginning of the episode. Whenever he was like, "I'm going to ask you guys not to repeat what you're about to see," but then he doesn't make him arise in front of him. He waits, or because then the big
he
bug
gets
shows up.
interrupted.
He gets
yeah.
interrupted by the bug. So I'm like, he's got to take that bug. But we
I did like
still haven't seen the last episode.
when he's talking to the cameraman. Turn it off or I break it. Yep.
Yeah, so
okay,
we
yep.
have one more episode. This-
What?
One more.
What is? Yeah, we do for the dub. What is going to happen? Man?
Oh, for the dub. Okay. No, never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We haven't cheated like you
We
guys.
haven't
Let's get
cheated.
That's how I started the show. So
that. Yeah, right, Jared. Yeah, right. Yeah, so one more episode, and we'll see what happens. And I think that's it for the stuff we all watched together, right? So,
Assume so.
What did you guys watch alone?
I only did two quick things. I can about mile through them. Like I said,
Okay.
I watched that My Hero Vigilantes premiere. It's very fun. It's a little seemingly more comic booky kind of style. Like they have a lot of pals going off whenever stuff's happening. But it's like it takes place before Midori or anything. Like it's earlier on in my All Might still
Oh,
in like the
really?
prime of his power and everything. And you know, these kids who can't do anything are looking up to him, whatever. But then it gets introduced to like a couple of a vigilante guy with a young guy who doing things, but the power that I was laughing at because you guys were bringing it up. It did surprise me that the main guy does have a kind of a little bit of a power. It's not like anything, but and then he gets caught up in the vigilante thing, and I like him. I like the kind of contrast between All Might because whoa, chill. The vigilante guy is just super gruff. He's like, no, we're gonna question everyone and everything, and I'm just angry, and I don't know. It has good humor to it. It isn't anything that's gonna like grab you immediately. Like there's no big craziness to it, like the beginning of My Hero with him trying to save Bakugo and all that crazy stuff. It's just a fun little show.
It looked fun.
It is fun. I enjoyed it.
Fun.
It was a little too similar in the sense of like the main character loves All Might. He's a little goofy. Like I wanted a kind of different style of a main character. He's not crying, Joseph, so you should be happy about that. But yeah, it's fun. And then the only other thing apart from that 70s show that I did, I watched the first episode of I keep wanting to say Daredevil. It's not Devil May Cry anime on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Way more awesome than I thought it was going to be. Because like it's a Netflix anime, I'm like it should be all right, fun or whatever. But like it kind of introduces this demon. Like the whole thing is like they're trying to bring it back to the time whenever the worlds weren't separated, the demon world, the human world, and so they bring up this whole plot of like a sword that has a gem, whatever power. I don't know if this is the actual Devil May Cry thing. I just stab stuff in those games, but like the visuals are awesome, the action is awesome. The faces are a little kind of bland. I just feel like there's not a lot of shadow going on with the actual characters, unless it's like a really like there's a scene where you're like, oh yeah, this is like the focus of this episode is this scene, and it's really really dope. And the voice acting sounds. I totally forgot that I had seen it before, but that Kevin Conroy, this was like one of his last performances.
Oh, really?
He plays like a higher up in the investigative government thing or whatever. But hearing his voice, I'm like, man, I don't know if anyone will ever have as cool of a voice as him. It's just like, man, so smooth and good. Such a good voice. But yeah, definitely.
Michael loves that Limp Bizkit opening.
Oh, but I'm definitely excited to watch more of that. I was like, it was way higher than way better than I thought it was going to be. I thought, it'd be fun, like Terminator. That was like, okay, sure, that was fun, but I'm not going to write home about it. But this I was like, okay, yeah, this is actually something I think should be worth watching. But pretty sure it's all I did. So yeah.
I didn't do much. I watched the first 2 episodes of Laid Back Camp. Very cozy anime, slice of life, just high school girls love camping and they just want to go camp. And then I
just want to camp.
Girls just don't want to camp. Bam. Sorry.
Which I don't believe because they're young. They probably don't appreciate that. I could see like 20-year-old women, but like high schoolers, nah.
Not buying it.
Not buying it. And then the only thing for YouTube, I started subscribing to Farrell McGuire. He does horror stuff. He's relatively new. It's good videos, interesting topics, and just well made. And that's all I did, really.
Thomas?
I got a bunch of stuff since I've been gone for like
True.
a while. Finally watched The Gorge. I liked it but more than I thought I was going to, so that was kind of fun. It is very, I don't know who said it. It was like very Resident Evil. I'm like, yeah, that's
what
right.
I said. Yeah,
that's what you said. Okay. And with the Dead Weather song, I was like, oh, cool. Haven't really heard that band in a while. I watched 13 Hours, the one with John Krasinski. Also read the book. I'm pretty sure this movie and this like movement got Trump elected the first time. Like I'm almost positive that this is what happened. If you track the timeline back, I'm like, huh, that's kind of interesting. But
he got jacked for that movie.
Yeah, I know. Well, so did the guy that played Roy. Like that.
Oh, I forgot he was in that. Yeah,
he is massive.
Yeah, they were huge.
And what steroids?
what made me watch it was I was watching this administrative results video, and he's talking about how Michael Bay like missed a really good opportunity just to have like an episode of The Office playing like in their barracks. It didn't have to be like a scene with them. Just have like Steve Carell be on there, and it'd be a great like tie-in.
Funny.
So yeah, that was really good though. Very interesting book. I mean, the movie's great, but the book is very interesting. Then I got something on DVD, or not DVD, Blu-ray. So I got Police Story 1 and 2 and Police Story 3, also called Super Cup. That can't be stopped. Jackie Chan movies, fantastic. Highly recommend them. Um, watched Solo Leveling, like we talked about. Finished that. For some reason, I just had to watch Abbott Elementary.
Started that before.
It's pretty good. Like it's all right. The only thing I have to complain about is that the one white guy sucks. Like he's terrible, man. Like I really hate Jacob. So he's like, as my friend Abram X Kendi says, I'm like, shut up. Just shut the pie hole. Shut it. Quiet. But it is funny because it's very much in the style of what do you call it? The Office and Parks and Rec, that kind of stuff. They do have like a camera crew though. They explain that right away. Like, oh, okay. Well, I guess we're getting it out of the way instead of like Parks and Rec that never address it. So, and then I watched Yellowstone 1923, the second season. It was pretty good. The ending was interesting, really brutal, but I don't know if it was quite as satisfying as I wanted it to be. It was pretty good though. And then some YouTube. I watched a lot of Papa Meat. Again, the one that I talked about is about the Pokemon trading cards and just a bunch of degenerates, man. Like it's crazy what some of those people go through. It's just nuts. Then I found this one guy called Elvis the Alien.
Oh yeah.
He goes through like certain like just like forms of media. Like he went through like the entire Hellboy franchise. There's like 4 movies now, and I forgot there was a 4th one. First 2 great, second 2 not as great. Third one was terrible. The one with David Harbour. That was a terrible movie. Then he also did like Starship Troopers, like all 5 movies of that one, and the Alien franchise movies, which is he had some interesting points about the third one, the one with the dog alien, David Lynch's, or not David Lynch,
Fincher.
What's Fincher? Thank you. Yeah, they kind of like shoehorned him into that movie, and it's just not a well-made movie, but that's not his fault. So, then did some administrative results. Like I said, the one about 13 hours. They had this really cool video about a shooting competition between him and like 3 other YouTubers and a grandmaster like competition shooter. The competition guy just like blew him out of the water. Like there's no like people like all cocky like, yeah, we got this. We shoot a ton. He's like, no, and there's just no way. And then watched Eddie Burback. He had a really interesting video about not having his phone for 30 days and just the effects of like not having it and kind of what happens to your psyche with not having a constant like buzz and like need to have your attention all the time. So very interesting. He needs to get off Twitter. So then him and his brother have like this other channel called Burback because it's their last name. And he went through the Spy Kids era of like media and like movies. Like remember Agent Cody Banks? Anybody remember that movie? Like I loved that movie when I was a kid.
Fun movies.
It is a fun movie. Like the Spy Kids movies, basically like how like spy like not culture, but spies were like the thing when we were like really young. Like Kim Possible, Kids Next Door. Spies were in for a while, and they even bought like all those weird spy toys that you always wanted when you were a kid. It was fun. And then another channel called Macabre Storytelling. He did a video on Better Call Saul. It was very interesting. Even though I haven't watched all of Better Call Saul, I kind of want to now.
It's great.
He did do a video about Hannibal, about like the entire like series, and that has made me want to watch it again because I've watched like the first 2 seasons and I just stopped. And then after watching his video, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go through these again because these were good. So, And then speaking of Hannibal, I watched Michael Mann's version of Hannibal called Manhunter. It's the adaptation of Red Dragon, but there was some weird, like, if you go into like the writing of like these like movies and these books, it is so convoluted and like filled with Hollywood like maneuverings and stuff that I'm surprised this guy was able to write like the good books that he did, like Hannibal or not Hannibal, uh, Red Dragon and Silence of the Lambs. Like those two movies are great and those two books are fantastic, but the rest of it just like what the hell happened, man? It gets crazy. And then I read a book, besides 13 Hours. I'd promised Ari I'd read it. It's Johnny's girlfriend.
Yeah, you're already reading it.
And I read Fourth Wing. So there's not like a ton of smut in it. Like it's just not. I will say that right now. It's mostly like this story about dragon riders. I'm like, okay, it's not exactly the most original like thing I've ever heard. And it honestly is like not that well written. It's just kind of fun, I guess. But I'm like, oh, they're just like horny or whatever, but you never see anything. And then you do see everything. You see so much. Michael, it's like that episode of Bridgerton where you're just like, oh, quaint.
Everything's fine. It's like, oh my God, GVMA.
Yeah, that is exactly what was going on. And I'm listening to this like during like when I'm like at work. I was just like, whoa, I don't know if I can listen to this when I'm at work. Oh my God. Oh my God.
He's got it playing for the whole office.
Like there are some descriptions. I'm just like, I don't know how this audiobook reader like got through that. Like I'd have difficulty just reading that part, let alone like, all right, do you want another take of that? Okay, go for it. And then also there's like an audio drama to this. I was like, what? Are you kidding? So again, the whole book isn't filled with it. It's just when it happens, it's like, oh my God. Oh my God. That's about it. I'm dead. Like I'm so tired right now.
All right.
I'm sure I read and like did other stuff. I just don't remember what I did. So
cool. All right, did my 3 movies. The theme, which worked really good for the first 2, and then it went off the rail for the last one. So it was about lost loves. Okay, so the first movie I watched was called Past Lives from 2 years ago. This movie was great.
Been on my list forever.
This was really good. So I won't go too much into it. 2 Korean childhood friends. The girl immigrates to America. 12 years pass. They meet each other online. And then, the long distancing doesn't really work out because of the time. So at the next part, they meet. Another 12 years pass, and he is on vacation in New York, and they meet, and they basically just talk. And I really liked it. There was I really like the beginning is very clever. I like that. I got a kick out of that. And then they go to this like Korean barbecue place, and I want to go there. I want to find that place and go there because it looks so cool. Other thing I learned that Korean neighborhoods are super steep because after watching this and that Burning movie, there is some hills that these kids have to climb to get home. But yeah, that was a very good movie. Check that out if you can. Where did I watch? I watched that on Amazon Prime. Next movie was called Touch from last year. This was very good as well. So this was about an older Icelandic man. His doctor pretty much tells him, he's got like dementia, and he's like, well, you do what you got to do now because you don't have a lot of time left. So what he's going to do is he's going to find his old flame. She was this Japanese girl that he met in London when he was working at their restaurant.
I saw a trailer for this.
Yeah,
it looked good.
It was really good. It goes into some like harder issues than like Past Lives did when he finally does meet her. stuff gets revealed. But I'll leave it at that so I won't spoil it. And then the last one, I'm like, I gotta find another Lost Love movie, but I can't really find one. So I'm on Tubi scrolling, and I see this movie, and it's like Irish girl tries to find her boyfriend in Britain. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. Sounds kind of similar. This movie is called Felicia's Journey. It's got Bob Hoskins in it, and he plays a very, very creepy, deranged man. And but he's still kind of charming because she gets to London, or I don't know where they are, but she gets to England, looking for her boyfriend, and he's just kind of this kind, sweet talking old man that kind of help her. But then you find out that he's very, got a dark past. He watches his mom, who was like the celebrity chef, and that's what he watches every night. He watches her cook, and he's got like this old 50s music, and he's got like all the tapes of her. So he's kind of like obsessed with his mom. And you just start learning more and more not good stuff from this guy, and it turns very dark. And it's from a Canadian director, and it does have that weird Canadian style to it. So yeah, it was. I mean, it was all right if you if you like that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's for my 3 movies. Past Lives, definitely check that one out. But Touch was good also. So,
Where'd you watch Touch on?
that was Amazon Prime as well. So 2 Amazon Primes and a Tubi. So that was my movies for this time, and I think that's it. Do you guys have any last thoughts to go with this one? Any more weird YouTube videos you want to watch? I think that's going to do it. So like, subscribe, and notify yourself for even more good stuff. And we will see you next time.